go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. There's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Behind the chain, second and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
Their own 31-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's Wilson. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll try to run with Sanders.
Right down their throat.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. He's going to get this deep on the Arizona side of the field. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 47 yards.
19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Ball even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Come on, little man. Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 39.
Just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Give the Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Well, you know, he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes Albertus doesn't beat you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast into the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
And the Cardinals first down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there it is on completion.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a carry for Sanders. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Wilson now operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Cook following the penalty. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they work this out past the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out foul. And this belongs to the Vikings. Bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you've turned it over, and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
On the deep ball. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and try to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
46-yard line. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Arizona.
Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Wilson picked off at the 12.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
On the carry.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Allen. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver. In stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. run with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Cardinal.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown,
Wilson
Cardinals.
Complete to number 1.
A big play there.
Arizona.
66 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Stenson. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. Second down and 7.
Down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Cardinals 15.
Second and goal from the 1.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 1.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Allen now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Arizona.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. This time Wilson will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And the pressure there as it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off at the 36. But what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a rifle on deep left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this is obviously
If you were me, you do this too.
When we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Williams on the coverage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that in too many play sheets, do you?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen throwing the outlet incomplete. That's Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Allen again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The 22-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it will be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up at about the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Cook. And this carry now is productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Herb Smith Jr. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. One final try here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round, and they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move,